there, welcome to week 1 of the Active Body and Mind program. I'm Rachel Van Oosten from Active Symmetry and it's great to have you on board. Welcome to my beautiful home here in Groote Eylandt. As you can see, it's sunny at the moment, although we have had a bit of rain, so we may have to pause the video if we do get a storm along the way. We're going to be hanging out together for about 15-20 minutes. So what I'd encourage you to do is to take some time to sit down, to relax, to find yourself a pen and paper, a glass of water, and to really take a moment to just switch off from everything else and to see what it is that you can learn from what it is that I've got to share with you today. So today I'm going to be taking you through the first week's topic, Success is a Journey, Not a Destination. I'm also outlining to you this week how it is that the program is going to work for you. This is going to be outlined in the email that you received along with this video. So if you haven't taken a time just yet to read through that, I'd encourage you at the end of the video to go back and have a read so you can see the steps and the key components of the program and how it is that they're going to come together. So I'm going to assume right now that you are ready to begin, and we're going to start by considering what it means. Success is a journey, not a destination. And even more importantly, to consider why it is that it's important. So what I've noticed is that people who focus only on achieving the outcome often miss the glory of what it is that they can learn along the way. To see success as a journey, not a destination, gives you a chance to notice the enjoyment that you can gain along the way. The more that you enjoy eating and exercising in a way that's going to work for you, the more it is that you're going to want to keep taking action. Not just for this week, not just for next, not just for this 3 months, but for your ongoing future. Because this program is about more than a quick fix. This program is about how you can change the habits that haven't been working for you, the behaviours that perhaps you learnt as a young child, and how you can create habits and a lifestyle that works for you, not just for now, but for your compelling future. And what you're going to notice throughout this program is that the lifestyle that you're creating benefits not just you, but all of those around you, your children, your partner, your friends. There is going to be so much that you're going to be learning that you can share with others so that they can achieve some of the benefits that you'll be gaining throughout this program. It's quite different to what you may have noticed or what you may have heard from approaches you may have taken in the past. The weight loss programs that are out there today often promote short fixes, what it is you can do this week or next to create the body of your dreams. What do you think the long-term consequences are for these programs? Well, you may have heard the statistics and they're not great. 97% of women who lose weight will regain all of that weight plus more within the first year of losing the weight. Through Active Body and Mind, you are taking a completely different approach. You are integrating your fitness, nutrition and mindset to ensure that the actions you're taking today are creating the outcomes you want for your future. Beth Mendiconi, the author of Passport to the Soul, said that life is a book and you are its author. You and only you turn its pages. So you determine the pace and the outcome, or something like that. So what is it that that means to you? Well, to me, it means that I am the author of my book, and you are the author of yours. It also means to me that I am the driver of my bus, and you are the driver of yours. It's about taking responsibility for where you're at right now and where you want to be. Because if you're not driving your bus, who is? Throughout this program, you're going to have an opportunity to take the time to reflect, to see how it is you've gotten to where you're at today, and more importantly, how it is you can learn from these experiences to motivate you to take action and keep moving towards your goals and your dreams. And I'm going to be here throughout the journey, your guide, to assist you, to give you the steps, to hold you accountable to you and your dreams. So success is a journey, not a destination. This quote actually comes from a poem called Ithaca, written by Constantine P. Cavafy. And in this poem, she talks about adventure, knowledge, the riches that are gained along the way of the journey, and encourages the reader to think about being a rich man along the journey because of what is gained. I think it's a beautiful way of looking at our journeys. And it's going to really benefit you to be thinking about the riches you're gaining along the way as you're going through your highs and your lows throughout this journey. Remembering that each of the situations you're facing are there for a reason. They're there to assist you to keep taking the action no matter what is going on around you. Another thought to consider is, what is it that success means to you? If you don't know what success means, how are you going to know when you're going off track? If, on the other hand, you have a well-defined explanation for yourself of what success is along the way and as you achieve your outcome, it's really going to assist you to have the signposts you need to stay on track. So if you Google the definition of success, you actually get over 250 million definitions, which tells me that there are many different and individual definitions of what success means. The top dictionary definition that comes up is taking planned action towards a desired outcome, which is no doubt true, yet probably not overall compelling. A meaning or a definition that has greater meaning to me is one which comes from George Sheehan. And he describes success as having the courage, the determination to become the person you know that you're meant to be. And to me, that's what success is about through this journey. What you're going to be doing throughout this program is finding what it is that makes you you, and using your health and your well-being as the foundation for success in your life. To use this as your reference point for the change that you can create in any area of your life. What I've noticed from working with many different women around body and health transformations is that there are many key ingredients that create a successful journey. Today I'm going to be sharing with you those key ingredients, as well as some key action steps you can be taking right now to assist you to see how you can ensure that success for you is a journey, not a destination. So firstly, let's work through those key ingredients for success. So the first one is to be 100% committed. To be 100% committed is about saying yes to you and working out how later. It's being clear on the outcome that you want to achieve and finding a way to make it happen. Every challenge, every barrier that's put in front of you is there for a reason. It's there to build your flexibility so you can keep asking yourself, what else can I do? How else can I achieve this? Rather than perhaps it's just not meant to be. The more determined you are, the more committed you are to achieve this goal, the more it is that you will build the resilience, the strength, the confidence along the way to be the person that you know that you are inside. The second key ingredient is taking responsibility. Now this one is gold, because taking responsibility means looking at where you're at right now and accepting that you are where you're at because of decisions you've made or not made. Now this can be challenging for some. Perhaps in the past you've looked at all the reasons outside of you and looked at how you can blame the external rather than what is within you. If you've spent the time blaming external things, perhaps it's the weather, your partner, the kids, all the reasons why you don't yet have the results you've been seeking, then no doubt you've often felt a sense of hopelessness, a sense of being out of control, like there's nothing you can do. Compare this to taking responsibility. to seeing how it is that you've taken the decisions, you've made the steps to get where you're at. And that by doing this, by recognizing you're responsible, you can also be the driver of your bus to decide what direction it is that you're going to head in from today. Another way of looking at this is being at cause rather than effect. When you're at cause, you're seeing how it is that you can change the outcomes that you've got right now, rather than being at effect at what is around you. And now we're going to have a look at the third key ingredient for success. There is no failure, only feedback. Now you're going to love this new belief. If in the past you've seen every road hump along the way as a failure, a reason to turn round, then adopting the belief that there is no failure, only feedback is really going to assist you to keep taking action. The more road humps along the way, the more determined you will become to find a way to keep moving forward. When there's no failure, only feedback, you can see how you can keep building your flexibility to find what else you can do, what else is going to work for you to keep moving forward to achieve your goals. And the fourth key ingredient, to recognize the pain versus pleasure principle and to make it work for you. Tony Robbins says that our destinies are determined by what we associate pain and pleasure with in our lives. This can be both demotivating and motivating. In the past, perhaps there's been a lot of pain for you associated with eating healthy and exercising. Perhaps you've seen eating healthy as being about dieting or restricting food, and therefore associate a lot of pain with taking the action towards achieving the body and health you want. Compare this to using pain to motivate you to take action towards the pleasure of what you want to achieve. To use the pain of where you're at right now is a way in which you can create your own snapping point to give you the motivation, the commitment, the determination to take whatever action you need to achieve your goals. Some of the questions you can ask yourself are, what's it costing you to be where you're at right now? What's it cost you in the past? And what will it cost you in the future? By linking the past, the present and the future to the pain of where you're at is a great way to assist you, to motivate you to take action right now. And then the pleasure of what it is you're moving towards, and the pleasure of the journey along the way. Seeing how it is that eating all of the foods that are working for you, that are assisting you to achieve the body and the health that you've always desired. Enjoying every moment and making that the pleasure that you want to keep experiencing. And finally, the fifth key ingredient. There are only two things you can ever change. Procedure, what you're doing, or perception, what you're thinking. Now, many of us spend a lot of time working on the behaviours, the doing, where in actual fact it's the behaviour that comes last. It's everything before that if we change will have the greatest influence on our behaviour. So looking at how it is that you've been thinking about yourself, about the actions, about the outcomes you want, and whether there are any aspects of your perception that you're ready to change right now. And seeing how changing the way that you've been thinking about yourself, about the actions, about the outcomes that you can now see in front of you, how this is going to assist you to change your behaviour, to take the actions that are going to be working for you to achieve your goals. So there are only ever two things you can change: perception or procedure. It's a great way of simplifying things so that you can see the choices in front of you no matter what challenge is put in front of you. Okay, so now we get to bring it all together. Some action steps for you to take this week so you can see how it is you can ensure that your success is a journey, not a destination. The first step is identifying your starting point, having the awareness of where it is that you're at right now, remembering that awareness is 95% of the journey. Some of the ways in which I'd encourage you to identify your starting point is by taking the time to complete your metabolic classification questionnaire and the nutrition IQ assessment, which was referred to in your introductory email. If you haven't yet completed these tasks, I'd really encourage you to do so right now. This is going to assist to ensure that the program that is worked out for you is going to assist to move you from where you're at right now. It's also going to give you the benchmark of where it is that you're starting from, so you know where it is that you've begun and where you'll be moving to. What I'd also encourage you to do is take the time this week to buy for yourself an exercise book, a journal in which you can record some daily thoughts around your energy levels, your sleep patterns, your stress, your eating, the ways in which you can increase your awareness to see perhaps some of the patterns, how it is that there's been a link between emotions and eating for you in the past, how your energy levels may peak and may dip. This is all information that's going to really assist us to ensure that the program we design is meeting your needs and is going to assist you to create the overall health and well-being that you're seeking. What I would also encourage you to do is to use this journal to take notes each week throughout these videos, to record the actions that you're taking, and to bring along to the fortnightly group coaching sessions. This will be a great way of keeping account of your journey throughout the next 12 weeks, so you can see the changes that you're creating along the way and appreciate the journey and the riches that you're gaining. And the third step, the second step. What I would also like you to do as the second step is to list the stories or the excuses that have held you back in the past. Now these are all of the reasons that are external to you, why it is that you haven't yet achieved the results that you want. By taking the time to list the stories, you'll be able to catch yourself when these come up. What I'd love you to do is to keep adding to this list every time a story or an excuse comes up that isn't you. So again, it could be the lack of time, the weather, your partner, the kids. Whatever it is that isn't you is a story that's been holding you back. It's time to get it out, to identify it, so you know when it is that it comes up for you. And then what I want you to do is I want you to identify the statements that are going to assist you to regain control. The I statements of how you're going to identify what you can choose to do in any given moment. So if you have limitations around time, an I statement could be, I am in control of how I choose to use my time. Or if it's the weather, I will find a way to exercise no matter what the weather is doing. These are ways in which you can regain control back to you. And then the third step, to identify the pain that's been holding you back. So perhaps there is pain for you associated with eating healthily or with exercising. Identify what this pain is for you. Perhaps it's that you just really love sleeping in, and that in the past your parents or an ex-boyfriend tried to drag you out of bed first thing in the morning, and you've associated pain with exercise because of this experience. Identifying the pain is really going to assist you to see how you've created your own loop of self-sabotage. Because if you don't find where the pain is, then how will you know when those excuses and the pain keeps holding you back? So take a moment to identify all the reasons or the pain which may have held you back from having the results you want right now. And then I'd ask you to do the fourth step, to reshape your pain and pleasure so that it motivates you to take action. So what I'd love you to do is to take a moment to answer the questions to link pain to your past, present and future, by considering what is it that not achieving the health, the fitness, the well-being, the body of your dreams has cost you in the past. What are you missing out on right now? And where will you be in 5 years' time if you make no changes? In fact, you gain more weight. Where will you be in 5 years' time? I'd love you to take a moment to consider those questions and to write down as many of the thoughts, the feelings, the emotions that come up. The more it is that you can create pain to motivate you to take action, the more it is that you are creating your own snapping point. So you will be 100% committed and determined to take action towards achieving your health, fitness and body transformation goals. And then comes the fun bit, to identify the pleasure, to ask yourself, how would you like it to be? What is taking this action going to give for you? How are you going to benefit? How are you going to benefit those around you? How is you being the best version of you going to assist you to be the mother, the wife, the woman that you've always desired to be? Knowing that that woman is already there within you and that all you're doing right now is finding a way to bring that woman to the surface. Taking the time to identify the pleasure that you're going to be gaining along the way and what it's going to mean to you to achieve the outcome that you desire from this program. Now we're going to be doing further work in the coming weeks around your goals. But I'd really love you this week just to imagine what it is that you're creating from you taking the action that you've already taken and how you're going to turn this action into an outcome. Taking the time each week to watch the videos, to complete the action steps, to work through your metabolic precision manual, starting off this week with chapter 1 so that you're ready next week to see how it is you're going to be boosting your metabolism. And before we sign off, I want you to take a moment to see for yourself the future that you're creating. I want you to see the vision of you exactly as you want to be. Noticing that in 2 weeks' time, how you taking the action on a daily basis is creating the momentum to turn your goals into a reality. Noticing how much more energy you have by eating the foods that are working for you. By finding a way to fit exercise into your busy schedule no matter what is going on. How planning, how thinking in a way that's working for you is assisting you. Noticing how good it feels to take action, to put your needs first. And then I want you to take yourself even further forward, 12 weeks from now. And I want you to notice what it is that you've achieved. I want you to notice what you're seeing as you look around you, the people that you've attracted into your life, how you taking action has benefited your loved ones. I want you to notice what you're hearing, the comments that other people are noticing, what they're saying about you. How good it feels to know that you've achieved the goals that you set for yourself. Recognizing that there's been challenges along the way and perhaps you haven't quite yet gotten to your final desired outcome. Yet knowing that you've gained so much along the way and taking the time to notice just how good it feels, the confidence, the self-belief that you've gained along the way. And then I want you to take yourself even further forward, 12 months from now. And I want you to notice how great the future is looking for you. I want you to notice what you're seeing, the house that you're in, the environment around you, the faces that you're seeing smiling back at you, who it is that's in your life, and how it is that you've attracted these people into your life. I want you to notice the different sounds that you're noticing, how you're hearing things differently, how you're feeling inside and what you're telling yourself. Taking the time to notice all it is that you've gained and all it is that you've been able to give to others along the way. Seeing that by you meeting your needs first, you've been able to give even more to those around you. You've created your own success story so you can assist others to create theirs. So enjoy that vision and keep building upon upon it each day, each week throughout this journey. Noticing just how good it feels to know that you're taking action to create your own success for you, for your loved ones, to transform your body and health, to give you what it is that you desire. Thanks for hanging out with me today. As I said, I'd really encourage you now to take the time to go back to the email, have a read of how it is that this program is going to work for you, and to work through the action steps as outlined in this video. Thanks for hanging out. This has been Rachel Van Oosten, and I'll be talking to you again soon. Bye for now.